Yo, what's good, guys? Mark coming through to you from the Nintendo Network. And yes, I know I'm getting this out of the way now because I can't be able to talk about it anymore. But it's been a few weeks since I made a video. It's been a while. I ain't been streaming much recently, but if you want to keep up with me and my content, you can go into the description where I'll have a link for my Discord, I'll have a link for my Twitch, and you can interact with the community. So you can cook me as well if I don't upload or anything in my Discord. But yeah, I'm gonna get to the video now. See you in a bit. So what's the one game everyone plays but doesn't like to admit? It's motherfucking Roblox. And it feels like every time I take a look at this game on this platform, it feels like it's rapidly evolving. Because like we've got full games that are looking like Tekken, that are looking like full SAO games. And then on the other hand, we have games like people shaking booty and shit, but we don't pay attention to that. But if you haven't been keeping up with the platform, there's been a game that's been making waves around. Because this game looks hella advanced. It's really caught a lot of people's attention. And this game is Rell Seas. This is a fan-made One Piece game on the Roblox platform, and it's looking insane. It's like a full-fledged MMO. And the amount of stuff you can do in this game is insane. We got a shit ton of content on it recently, so I'm gonna be milking this shit as well. I see you guys milking it as well. You can't blame me for milking this shit. But yeah, we recently got a massive trailer for the game where it showed off a bunch of content. And in this video, I'm gonna be taking a deep dive into it, showing you all the stuff that was big in the trailer, all the important stuff, because I know a lot of you cannot be asked to sit through a whole 50-minute video. But before I do fully get into this video, I want to quickly say I would really appreciate a like or a sub. This is my first video back in a while, so if you want to see more from me, more on Rell Seas, because I'm going to be milking this game, I'm not going to lie. This game isn't even out yet, but I'm still going to milk it. But yeah, if you want to see more from me, then I really appreciate any support. And yeah. So one of the first big things we see in this trailer is that there's a tutorial. And I'm going to get this out of the way now, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers are impatient. The tutorial is skippable, okay? It is a skippable tutorial. But however, if you do the tutorial, you will get a chance to receive certain things that you won't if you don't do it. This is what's been said in one of the spaces, in one of the Discord spaces, which they do after every big announcement. But the tutorial seems to focus on a few basic and fundamentals that you have in the game, such as parkour, which looks really nice. The parkour looks really, really good. And even before that, you get to see lockpicking that looks like it's straight out of Skyrim. So this game, you can really tell this game has a high quality level. And the main thing that tutorial faces on is the combat and the PvE. So in this game, there's going to be a lot of bosses, and the bosses in this game, they look amazing. They really do. The models are amazing. However, there is one thing. The animations in this trailer looked a bit jank. I'm not saying that it looks bad. I think it's already been stated that the animations and the bosses in general had their AI and health toned down so that they could better demonstrate how the game was going to work in the trailer compared to how it is in the game. So don't take this as a one-to-one retrospective on how the game's going to look on launch. But it seems like the game's combat heavily follows something of like a Souls-like game, where it has your parrying, it has your blocking, which isn't as rewarding but it's still a viable option, and then you have your dodging. And it seems like the dodging is the most important thing in this game, since you can't constantly parry. It's like you have a little cooldown on when you can and can't parry. Similar to other Souls games, it also has like a animated attack you can do once you bring its posture or health down to a certain point. And I'm not gonna lie, these cutscenes look really nice. However, some of them do feel like they're lacking impact. Like the first one we see looks amazing, but all the other ones, it feels like they're just there for style points and it doesn't really do much. And another thing is that in the trailer, once you do these attacks, it doesn't do any damage. I don't know if it's going to be like that in the game. I hope not, because that's usually the whole point of them. It's like a reward for getting it to a certain point. And these are usually ways to link them between different phases of the boss, because it's also stated that in the game, each of the bosses will have 2 phases minimum. Some of them will have 3 though. This demo also showcases 2 types of boss fights, because we see one that's just a regular human and it's a regular Roblox model, and then we see another which is a four-legged beast. It's I think it was a lion, I can't remember. But the animal ones look a bit more jank, but they still look good. They still look pretty decent. And this is just a small fraction of the bosses that are in the game, because we've seen from trailers and from leaks in the server where there's going to be giants, there's going to be sea beasts, and much more. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward to, the different types of boss fights. And now moving on from the tutorial, they move on to progression, and oh my, the progression in this game looks amazing. Like this game looks amazing, man. The progression looks amazing. We're finally moving on from the days of Roblox games where you're running around from island to island and you're punching bandits to level up. And the best part is that the game offers different types of progressions for whatever path you go down. So if you want to be a marine, you can progress through different ways, and if you want to be a pirate, you can progress through different ways. And one of the main examples for this is that there's an impel down. So if you haven't watched One Piece, this is a massive prison for the most dangerous people in the world. And this is in the game. It's not fully done. Unfortunately, there was a few problems before the trailer was made. It's also been revealed that another part of the progression comes from the in-game factions, and I think there's like 20 or 40 pirate crews in the game that you can't actually join, but you can interact with them just like in Deep Woken with the races and stuff. And it does sound really good. It sounds really good. I'm pretty sure the way you interact with them will affect how certain things happen and the way that they view you. There's also going to be events where it's not just managed by the dev team and the mods. There's going to be events that spawn in depending on where you are. And it sounds like it's similar to the way in which these events work in Deep Woke, because in Deep Woke, in these factions, they'll have wars, they'll fight each other, but you get to decide which one you want to support or which one you want to be a part of. And I think it's going to be similar in Rell Seas. And I think when you side with a certain pirate crew or a faction, you will get to learn and progress through these groups. And another thing we hadn't seen properly before this trailer at all was submarines. This game is going to have submarines, so you can tell the underwater progression and exploration is going to be fire as fuck. Like, these submarines have a regular exploration mode and they also have a battle mode, and each of these modes have different controls, so that's going to be something you have to get used to as well. Also, it's nice to know that submarines aren't going to be the only way you can explore underwater. We already know that there's going to be scuba diving gear, which we've seen in leaks and sneaks in the past, which look actually really nice. But this seems like a more efficient way to progress if you are a devil fruit user or you're someone who can't enter water or swim for too long. And now, okay, now we're getting into something that I wasn't too happy about with the trailer at all. The fishing system. The fishing segment of the trailer took up like 5 minutes and it was just the same thing, the same sound effect going over and over again. And I'm not gonna lie, this game looks really good, but the fishing looks it looks really long. It looks really tedious and long. I know that you're gonna be able to get different fishing rods in the game, which make it easier to catch and make it easier to catch stronger fish. And I'm pretty sure the one they were using in the trailer was the most basic one you can get because it just looks like it. But so far it looks really long and monotonous. And I just want to quickly say again how breathtaking this game looks, because if you look at the scenery, if you look at the effects, everything in this game, it looks amazing, man. If you just look at the wind, the way the water's moving, the textures, it really is something to appreciate. But moving on from the glazing, let me take a note at the combat, because the combat in this game, PvP wise, it looks beautiful. It really looks good. I'm so tired of games having the hold block and you walk up to the person, you punch him a few times, and you hold block. It takes turns. It's so boring. It's just not fun. And seeing this game have like a full in-depth combat system just makes me want to play it even more. And other bare basic stuff in the combat is your heavy punch, your regular punch, your dash, your air combo, your evasive parry block. You already knew about all that stuff. But there's been a new addition, which is throws, and this shit just looks nice. It just looks really nice. The throws look nice. Because I'm pretty sure this is straight out of Holy War X. If you don't know what Holy War X is, it's another Roblox game that's being made. But it really does seem like the grabs and the throws are going to be used as a combo finisher more than an extender, because once you get hit with one, I think you have iframe, so you can't be hit. So using it on someone during a combo just doesn't really seem too logical with me. And then another really big thing in this game that I'm really looking forward to and looks really nice is that there is no more keyframe restriction. So you can swing your weapon at whatever speed you want. If you want to swing it slow, you can. If you want to speed it up, you can. And I think this is going to work well into the parrying system so that it makes it less predictable for when you have to parry. Because for example, if you're fighting someone and they're hitting you in a combo, you're going to be able to parry them easier compared to someone who's slowing down and speeding up their M1s differently. So this could be a really big mechanic in the game that separates the good players from the shit ones. And now another thing that I'm really happy to see with this game is that, for the love of God, it's not a Geppo based game, so you won't be fighting someone who's constantly spamming Geppo, since you're limited to 3 jumps in combat, and I think maybe overall. However, they're really making an emphasis on this game being very ground based and not too floaty, with the addition of slide attacks. So if you slide into someone, you will take them out and swipe out their ankles, which is cool as fuck. And now the biggest thing that's been revealed in this trailer, which I feel like is the biggest, is the poster system. And oh my god, bro, you did it. You did it. I can't lie, you could do this. You really did. They said it was inspired by Helldivers. I haven't actually played Helldivers yet. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but this game has a poster system where you use these abilities and posters to give yourself different perks. So we see that there's 3 different classes. You have your fierce, you have your defensive one, and then you have your agility one. And oh my god, this brings a whole nother level of uniqueness to the game. Everyone will be running different builds because there's so many talents in the game and so many different ways you can create your own build. It's insane. And also, I might make a video just going through all the other posters in this game because there's a lot of them. There's a lot. And as you can see here, it seems like your fierce is more so for your attacks or combos, and whilst your tactic ability is more so for parrying defensive stuff. And then your agility and agile abilities are all for like movement. So for example, one of them is for having more Gecko jumps, which I know they said they would only be free on baseline, but if you want to have a build with more jumps, you can get more. So it seems like the way you get these posters in the game is through progressing through events, fighting bosses, and going through dungeons, which we haven't actually seen much of yet. But it just looks really good already. It looks really promising already. And then straight after that one boss fight segment, we get taken to the final bit, which is hockey. And now the hockey in this game, ooh, it looks nice. It looks nice. The days of walking around with a black brick on your leg, or your leg going black with a little highlight of like pink or blue or some shit, is gone, because the hockey in this game looks amazing. It's been confirmed that everyone will get their hockey through different ways and different progression types. And I really hope it's a thing where not everyone in the game has it, because in the One Piece verse, not everyone has hockey. Hockey's a rare thing, and only the strongest have certain types. For example, Conqueror's hockey, not everyone has Conqueror's. Actually, a minimal amount of people have it. It actually takes us back to the poster system, because once you get your hockey, instead of you only having 3 slots like you do with your regular combat and in a regular game, you actually have 6 slots where you get to have different posters of hockey. And I'm not gonna lie, the hockey cards, they look really cool. They do look really cool. Like the Conquerors is sick. The Conqueror is actually fucking sick, because you can knock people out of zones. You can knock people out of their zone forms. Do you understand how sick that is? That's cold as fuck. Observation too. In observation, you can see them on the health someone has. You can see their abilities, their fruit. You can see all stuff about them. You can even sense when someone strong is near you with observation. Do you understand how sick that is? And then the one I feel like we saw the least on with Ornament, but even Ornament still is cool as fuck. Because you can, there's a card where there's a poster where once you're doing an M1, if you turn the last hit on your M1, it turns into a strong attack, like a Black Flash. And the visuals just look amazing. You send them flying. But I'm not gonna lie, from the way it's looking right now, I don't think I'll be able to just pick one or be able to pick 2 that I'd want to specialize in. I think what I'd have to do is have an all-round build where I specialize in observation, Ornament, and Conquerors. Because it's just cold. It is just cold. Like, the Conquerors is cool as fuck. There's aura walk. You can aura walk someone down. You aura walk someone down where you have fucking Conquerors radiating from you. And also they do mention how fruits will never be stronger than hockey. Like in the anime, if you have a fruit and you fight someone with hockey, they're more likely to win if they're on the same level as you. But that's practically it for what we got in the trailer. But I'm not gonna lie, it was hype. It was really good. It was really good. I know this is glazing. I've been glazing the whole video. I'm really excited for this game because it just looks amazing. It looks amazing for a Roblox game. I know a lot of you people sleep on Roblox as well. Don't sleep on Roblox. I'm hoping that someone saw this video and thought, you know what, let me try this game. When it comes out, of course, because it's not out yet. But it releases in December. I don't know if I said that already. It releases in December. But man, this game looks amazing. Just from the visuals, the combat. Maybe not the boss fights right now. But the exploration, the progression, everything looks really nice. Everything really does look nice. Also, let me know what you guys think you're going to build in this game. Like, what type of build you're going to go for. Let me know if you're going for medium weapon, heavy weapon, light weapon. I know a lot of people use guns because guns are actually going to be viable in this game, unlike every other One Piece game or every other game out there on Roblox. And man, I'm just really excited to see what everyone does. So let me know what type of stuff you're going for. Let me know if you're going for a fruit as well. If you're going for a fruit, let me know, because I know fruits are apparently going to be really rare. Some rarer than the others. But man, I'm excited. I really am. I really am. But hey, this concludes it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This is my first video back in like fucking 8 months. It's been a while. It really has been. But hey man, I really appreciate a like, a sub. Join the Discord if you want. Follow me on Twitch. I stream on Twitch here and there. I'll start streaming more often. Like, I'll stream more like every week now. Because like before, I was streaming like multiple times a week. I'm not streaming like a month now. I'll get back to it. I promise I will. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.